So yeah, YouTube, if you're watching this, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Do it. Do it. Do it. It's in the future. I want to be able to hang out with you guys on YouTube. I do, but I gotta get them followers, yo. What do we got? Okay, let's do those. Let's test those sound alerts now. Please open the sound alerts dashboard on desktop screen. Continue. Don't tell me what to do. Alrighty, let's see here. We'll try Boomstick. Let's try that one. Test in browser. Go.
See this? This is my boomstick.
Nice. Okay, cool. That's working. Awesome. So let me close that actually. Okay. What's it doing? Discord. Why are you using so much, buddy? Wow. Yeah. We're gonna disable that actually. Let's see what else we got going here. Sorry guys, I'm just watching some stuff here. Chrome, what's going on? 9. Huh. Weird. Okay. Okay, so I guess without further ado. Fourteen, 16, 12, 14, 16. Weird. Okay. It must be when I'm talking. It has to think a lot when I'm talking. So let's see what's going on here. 40%, 67%, 94%. Jesus. Let's do this crack stuff. We're not cracking. We're not doing crack. Okay, maybe. We're cracking some molds. Hold on. Let's see something here. You know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to drop Twitch Inspector. That's what I meant? Yeah, exactly. How's it going, lagged out? Sorry, man. I'm just observing some stuff. Like I said, I'm running some new tests. I don't know if it's going to work or not. How's the audio sounding? Is everything sounding okay? Can you hear the music? Can you hear me talking? Making chops. Okay, rock on. I'm trying to think if I'm hearing anything weird in the background. It's weird. I think I'm literally hearing... Hold on a second here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go. testing. I think I'm hearing my voice. It sounds really weird, like an echo. A really minor echo. I don't know. It's freaking weird, man. It's freaking weird. Whatever. It's fine. No! Shit, that was an accident. Sorry about that. Is there a setting for voice monitoring? I should look into that. Hold on one second, though. On the big dumb. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's really quiet, though. I think I'm just on crack. I think I'm just on a little bit of crack. I don't know if I feel like I'm hallucinating sometimes. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Okay. Check these bad boys out, yo. What's really in that tank? God, I wish. So guys, these were actually the reason I did not end up actually streaming yesterday, because I was tapping the other side of these fiberglass molds right here. Zac Efron, right? Exactly. Probably right about there. So yeah, I already drilled the holes too. These will be for the bolts. Okay, these will be for the bolts, right? I could have done more, but I didn't want to. So inside here, we obviously have our silicone. There's our lovely little pour spout. So we're gonna pop these bad boys open. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one I technically saw this one already. Okay, just being honest with you guys, I did. It actually came open while I was grinding it down. So here we go. Of course, do I have a flathead? Did I prepare? I probably didn't. There we go. There it is, guys. So these are those ball bearings. So now they became perfect keys. Okay. It's good. It's pretty good. I ran into some problems while drilling. I should have probably drilled a little bit slower, and there are very tiny air bubbles right here. There's some, I think, along the seam. So like, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Little tiny air bubbles. But overall, it's pretty good. So the negative side of all those balls here are those trapezoids that we used for the fiberglass keys. So you can see again. So if you guys remember, we had this bleeder here and we had this pour spout, right? So all we gotta do, I super glued this into place, so hopefully it comes out fairly easy. course, the super glue decided to work better than it ever does usually. There we go. So there's our bleeder, and now there's a channel here. And if you'll see over on this side, there's a matching channel, right? Here and here, so that when it's closed, it's a very tiny hole, so that the material can come back out, right? So. Go. We're just gonna pop that out. Bam! Pour spout. Right. Okay. So now, just got to get this out of here. Very carefully, without breaking it. These chops are thick, thick chops. Okay, I don't want to break it if I can avoid it. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do... see if this will work. May not. Jesus. I could just rip this out. I just really don't want to break it if I can avoid it. And if I could put something in here to pry it out and it would probably come out very easily, but I would potentially damage the, I'd potentially damage the seam. Come on. It's not stuck. Again, I just really don't want to damage the seams if I can avoid it. So wait, how does this go on his arm? If I had to break the seam open, I'd probably want to do it on this side. Come on. Of course I don't have a handle on it. All right, fuck it, guys. Yeah, it's really in there. There's not even an undercut. What is it doing? What is it doing? All right, here's what we're going to do. So hopefully, if I have to press up against this, I'm not going to damage the seam too much. Nope. Damn it. Throw it on the ground. I'm not doing that, man. So you can see it's like, it's free. There's just like a suction cup. This is tried and true. Throw it on the ground. Just spike the fucker. No, no, not doing that. There it is. Okay. God, I did not want to do that, but whatever. Done. Just had to create the break. So here we go, guys. One mold done, right? Then goes together. And this is our pour spout to pour the resin inside, okay? Clamps together, comes apart. Again, there are some tiny air bubbles, right? But not a ton. Should have yeeted it. I'm not gonna. There's no yeeting, okay? No yeeting, not happening. All right. So, yeah, that's awesome. And the bolts that'll go through. See, now this is the important part about keys, guys. So we have all these silicone keys, right?
Time to nut up or shut up.
And then we have the fiberglass keys. Time to nut up or shut up. I'm not nutting up to chuck my mold, okay? These are the fiberglass keys. So these keys keep it from moving, and these keys. So the whole idea is that when you put it back together like a puzzle piece, right? If there weren't keys, this could literally be sliding around. It's not going to go anywhere. It's very snug because there's that many keys. But it locks it into position from being able to basically slide like this. So that's the whole point of the ball bearing bullshit. It's all the whole point of the trapezoid shapes for the fiberglass keys. This, I'll go over this too. It's pretty important. I actually forgot about it until last second. This is a pry point. So imagine it fits a flathead just fine. So you would shove a flathead in and help you crack it open. Okay, we're actually going to do that here in a second. Probably not with a flathead because I don't have one, but we do have this 5-in-1 tool. They're the best part. Well, they're a part for sure. So this one did not crack open, but during the drilling process, what'll happen is the drill will go through and it will spin. When it's spinning, it'll force little chunks of like fiberglass into the seam. So you'll actually see here. So there's already a crack forming right along the seam line right there, right? That is our pry point. That's clay in there. So after you finish one side, you put a little pry point and you're good to go. Also, you have a serpentine viewer. Oh, do I have a serpentine viewer? Is he chilling? Is he just chilling? So here we go. The way we made these molds, we could use them, dude, hundreds of times probably. The design behind these are very production mold designed. So you could literally probably cast a dozen times. He's having a stretch. I bet he's enjoying that. So the whole idea is you'd put this in here and then you pry, right? It starts to prop open, right? If we had to pick somewhere to pry against, we definitely want to do it on the fiberglass, not the silicone, as the fiberglass is stronger than the silicone. So I was wondering if this was going to happen. Or no, we're good. We got that shit. This one looks like it has a little bit more air bubbles. So see here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. Or I'll zoom out, I guess, first. And this is the clay that I put in for the pry point. So you finish one side, then you sculpt a pry point on it. Maybe I'll do it on these ones today so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So it's kind of crazy that I got so many air bubbles on this one, but the other side's fine. I don't know. Maybe I didn't pour this one slow enough. Might have been. And also when you drill through, you can break out the prostate examiner. You can see this. So these are those tiny little air bubbles I was talking about. You can see some damage happened when I drilled the holes. But you got to remember, the most important part about these molds is that they hold the shape of the silicone, but you'll notice there are a fair amount of tiny little air bubbles along this. Not the end of the world. The seam will still be pretty solid. Look how shiny these fucking balls are, yo. It's pretty awesome. So let's get this one out. So again, your pour spout will just come right out. Bam, done. Okay, so liquid will travel down into here, right? These are our bleeders for this one. A little bit different design than the bleeders on the other one, but bam, pull those out, pull those out. So, is this one going to give me as much of a problem getting out? I don't even know. Let's find out. Which side is it? Oh, I know why that other side comes off first. So, if you remember, we lightly mold released one of the molds so that this piece wouldn't get stuck there, right? So, there was slight mold release on everything that allowed even this to come out, right? So, it's gonna fight with me. Probably, you know what, we're gonna try and pry this one. There it is, babe. You just have to barely break it free, and then voila, done, right? Again, there are some air bubbles here. It's not the end of the world. Then let's clean out this pry point. So again, we could have made one solid silicone mold where it's just big blocks of silicone, right? But you would have used way more silicone to do it. I used way less by doing these. Essentially, these are matrix molds, right? So let's clean that out. Yeah, I watched it last night, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I have mixed emotions. I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it no matter what, right? I am excited. But I am reserving not reserving. I'm not putting a lot of faith into it. I think it could be garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I think it could actually be a huge piece of shit. Like, I think this is a real possibility. First thing they get, that I wasn't happy with what they did show, of the Deadite mother. Well, here's the thing. So the show, the TV show, was pretty good. I thought the TV show went too comedy and not enough scary. And the Evil Dead remake, like, I feel like this new one is gonna fall right in the middle between the Evil Dead show and the remake of Evil Dead, the one they did like 8 years ago or whatever it was, which I really enjoyed. But I was really looking forward to some good Deadite prosthetics. And what they did on the mom looked really lame. Like, I don't. Plus, here's the other thing. With the fact that Smile just came out, and Smile was the poster for Smile looks very similar to the poster for Evil Dead. I don't know. I'm just nervous. But I will say, I believe one of the characters that's in this was in that They/Them movie, which actually really wasn't bad. But it's on Peacock. It's got Kevin Bacon. It's actually not that bad. Worth a watch. It's worth a watch. I was not a fan of the remake at all, so I think I'll enjoy this. Yeah, I liked the remake. I thought it was really brutal. I liked the brutalness of it a lot. I didn't really care about the story per se, but I liked how, I don't know, how visceral it was, I guess. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to point out. So let's assume for the moment that you're gonna pour this. I wanted to go over this because it's kind of hard to explain. So the pour spout is right here, right? So when the material goes in, it'll go down here. It'll fill this area, and if we didn't have this in place, the material would come in and likely create an air bubble right here. It's like the idea of ads. Oh my God. Okay, I'll wait till the ads are done, and then we're going to go over this. You're not avoiding my conversation about the bleeders. Let me know when you're back. Almost done. And back. Okay, so the bleeder. We're going back to the bleeder, okay? You guys ever take a cup, put it upside down, and then, into a sink filled with water and it traps air inside of it? Same idea happens. You pour a bunch of material down in here, as you can imagine. Again, so this is going to roughly be how it stands when we pour it, right? There's literally, I put a flat spot here so that when it's put together, you can, the pour spout's right here, so you can go right in. Once it goes in and it rests during curing, it's going to travel, it's going to fill up, and it will want to create an air bubble right here. But now with a bleeder, what's going to happen is the material comes in, and then the air it traps gets forced back up through here, comes back over to here. Any air bubble that traps here comes back up to the top and then can escape out through the pour spout. So there you go. What up, Cam? How's it going? Now, yes, you will have a bleeder that you lose sculpting area. Like you'll have to sand that away. Think about it like sanding away the prongs or the deck. Is it called a deck for 3D printed thing? I'm pretty sure. And glorious! It's going great. That's awesome, man. How's that third shift treating you? Okay, let's make sure it's all cleaned out. Where was I afraid I was breaking through? Right there. That's awesome. Well, I'm happy you're liking it, man. It's some weird, I guess it's looking, it's pretty close, so whatever. We got to clean up some edges, and then we're going to close this up, and then we're going to work on the other molds. I think, nope, it's this one. Yeah, I definitely should have, I don't know. I don't know what I should have done to prevent some of these air bubbles. I thought I poured it about the same as I poured the other one, but maybe I didn't. Okay, so the idea now, so again, the keys just line back up, closes back, and you can imagine, so without any clamps on it, you guys will see there is a gap, right? See that gap? And then even just by applying just hand pressure, watch that gap, okay? See that? It closes up, right? Just relaxing, sitting together, it's like that. But then as soon as you apply a little bit of pressure, it closes. So once the bolts are in place, we should have a pretty amazing seam, guys. So there we go. 2 molds completed. So these, we'll either use a really long cure resin, or we might try and pressure pot it. I don't think the pressure potting is going to work, but it's worth a shot, right? Oh, and good news, guys. We get to put these bad boys back on the Armsy. So that's pretty cool. So we can put his butt one back. Bam. Goes right back on there. And this one, where was this one? This one was up here. Here we go. Bam. Done. So he's got some of his arms back, okay? He's got some of them. Plug them. Dude, if you get a chance, lagged out, I found a website that I'm going to be utilizing for our short film, and I'm going to be renting some equipment from them. You should check out what's called Blackwoods? Is it Blackwoods Camera? I think it's called Blackwoods Camera. Check it out. I'm double checking. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, blackwoodcamera.com. They do a ton of production rental stuff, like video. Yeah. If you go to their rentals, you can see all the stuff they rent out, dude. It's fucking insane. I'm just going to use them initially to rent out a shotgun mic, okay? But you'll see when you go to their rentals all the shit you can rent out. The shotgun mic is a Rode something or another. I don't remember what it is, but it's I think like a $250 or $300 shotgun mic, and I get it for 3 days with a boom pole and a sock and an XLR cable for $72. I get all that for 3 days for $72. So I'm going to be tempted to hit them up about some of their more expensive items to see what their pricing is for renting it out. If I could, for shits and gigs, for example, rent out an HD Red, what's it called? A Red Weapon or whatever, which does 8K, and shoot in that, but it's like a reasonable rental price. I'd even say $300-400. Like it was $100 a day or some shit. I don't know. I would consider it, man. I would heavily consider it. To shoot the whole thing in 8K, just for shits and gigs, rent out a lens kit. They have a really wide selection of lens kits. That'd be pretty dope. So. Yeah, I'd also have to rent a memory card though. That too. So if you look at the rentals though, dude, the red accessories come with it. So you can get the memory card for it. It comes with all the nuts and bolts you need. You get the lens kits that go with it, the whole 9 yards. You're good to go. They carry and can rent out everything you need for renting the red camera. Okay, so if you guys, I don't know if you remember which hand this is, but I tapped the other side to it. It was the one we did the silicone on last. So I'm going to take the clay off now, but you might notice like some of this clay has garbage in it now. So we're going to throw some of it away and we're going to save some of it. So like this stuff, it's got like chunks of wood in it right here from the board that it was on. So we don't want to keep that. That's how you end up, that's how you end up randomly kneading clay and like stabbing yourself with a chunk of fiberglass. So yeah, I don't know if it's a ridiculous price, I probably won't do it. But I'm still curious if you can shoot it in. No one delivers their videos in 8K, but if I shot in 4K, that would give me a ton of options for reframing and cropping. For a 4K resolution output. I found another rental company that exists almost exclusively online. So you can order stuff. You can order rentals. Something to keep in mind too, in case you were so inclined. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to be able to do this on stream tonight. That's why I ended up not streaming last night, so I could get all these molds tapped. That's the only, having to grind the molds is definitely one of the drawbacks to doing fiberglass molds. Again, I'm just taking off like the top layer right now to make sure that I don't end up with fiberglass in my clay. Okay, now we can start taking the clay off. Yeah, now I can save most of this and it won't end up stabbing me in the hand later, so. No, if fiberglass pieces get stuck in your clay and then you're like ending up reusing the clay and you got it in your hands, like a chunk of fiberglass will go right through your hand. Like I've literally had this happen. It's not fun. Fiberglass is wicked, wicked sharp. It's like glass. Yes, it is. Oh! Oh, sad. Yeah, days. I don't want to use metal because, You can nick the plastic or the fiberglass if you're not careful, but we'll see how far I can get without messing that up. Glass fibers, if you will. Exactly. I heard that and I was, what happened? Yeah, no, my stupid tongue depressor busted. There we go. God, we used a lot of clay on this one. Damn. Yeah, you just want to be careful if you're using metal tools. Even, like I said, fiberglass, you can nick it, you can mar it up. So you just, probably not enough to like totally destroy the mold, but enough that you can make more chips in it than are necessary. So wood tools are the best. Clay ASMR, yeah, exactly. ow, ow, ow. CLAMSR? That's right, we got ball bearings, guys. Let's not lose these ball bearings. There we go, look how pretty that is. Where my ball bearings are. So much for my dividers, guys. It's getting confusing, okay? Okay, so, man. Damn it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, for sure. Oh, and as right as ads start, right? Yeah. know any better, you'd assume I was sculpting the mic because I keep hitting it with my sculpting tool here. Hold on a second. Here we go, here we go. So pretty. There we go. That's so fucking cool looking. Hmm. There we go. What up, Sticks? It smells like hot dog water. Hot dog water? Huh. Don't know why that is. Maybe you're smelling the pork chops that that lagged out is cooking. What are you up to, Sticks? What is going on? Oh, it's 3-day-old hot dog water. Ten new merch pieces, nice. Do you have a deadline for it or no? God damn it. I have to go turn the heat off. It's driving me crazy, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead and, you know what? Hey. Look at the Armsy. Say hello to Steve. I'll be right back. No deadline, but my turnaround right now is 3 weeks. Nice. Yeah, damn. Hot. Okay, I'm back. See? Thank you for saying hi to Steve. He appreciates it, okay? He appreciates it. All the clay. Oh, those wonderful ball bearings. My stream paused for a few minutes there. I'm back though. Really? Wait, like, oh, weird. Okay. Sorry. Well, that's good. You missed me having to leave to go turn the heat off because I was roasting in here. I guess no. Yeah, it's done though. It's feeling a lot better in here now. Is the commission that you just got, is that from the same client that you were working with before? Nice. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Awesome? Awesome? That's awesome. I totally want to see them, especially if they're in SFW. My first one will be weird science inspired. Oh god, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I'm down. You said it's like an NSFW movie poster inspired, right? Okay, nice. Did you get to come up with the movies, or did they come up with the movie theme? You got to come... do you have them all figured out already, or no? I got to come up with the movies. The first one. Oh, okay. So far I have a few in mind. Yeah. I think Weird Science is a great choice. Great choice. Did you say that you're specifically trying to pick older movies, like 80s movies, or just in general movies? Oh, I got you. Okay. What in the world? Bum, bum, bum. The over-sexualized 80s is a perfect era. Oh yeah, for sure. I love the 80s movies. Them's my favorite movies. Okay, so you're gonna tip your toes around in the 90s. Or iconic, yeah, for sure. Trying to think of other like rockabilly themed movies that you could do. Damn it! See, that's what I was worried about. Rockabilly. Yeah, I'm spacing. I think Pulp Fiction's a great idea for sure. I'm spacing, man. I'm spacing. Dude, I feel really bad. I keep, when I think of 80s movies, I keep just going back to my favorites like Aliens and Predator. Those are not good for NSFW posters though. Grabbing your pizza. Word, do it up. There we go. It's a pain in the ass to get all that clay out of here. Okay, see, I marred it up, guys. I marred it up. Ooh, what about like Breakfast Club? I don't know if Styx is back, but like a naughty Breakfast Club movie poster. What's
Time
up?
to nut up or shut up.
Time to nut up or shut up. How's it going, Milo? Not too bad. I talked to Forge today. That was pretty cool. Sounds like he's had a pretty good year. He posted some. He shared with me a picture of a project he did. It was a pretty cool little sculpture of like a fox dragon or something. It was pretty neat. But no, things are going good. Well, they're going all right, I guess. I don't know. I gotta measure my my answers. Shit. Hold on a second here. Refresh. I'm back. Yeah, I saw Forged for Sculpture. That was cool. Yeah, it was cool. Christmas churches hit 1K. Nice! And you're back with pizza. Nice. I was saying, Sticks. What about like a Breakfast Club idea? That was the only one I thought of while you were gone. Okay, it was Breakfast Club. Because I don't know if you've seen that poster. It's not a super cool poster, but there's a lot of people in it. Ways to NSFW that shit up. Do a Christmas part out of the title. Wait, and just have it as a horror short film now. You think that helped with the views? Just need a recognizable. I think that's a pretty recognizable one. Really, that's interesting. Was Christmas the first word, like in the search title? We watched the analytics. Interesting. Okay. So people just don't even search for Christmas horror movie. Losers with no imagination, I tell you. Dude, I bet you, you know, obviously you'll have a whole year before next year, but I bet you during Christmas time next year, you'll see a boost in the watches then. Better watch out. Christmas horror short films. Yeah, no. And it kept going and got more views. That's awesome. Hey, Milo, how's your commission going? Oh, dude. Ferris Bueller's... That's a great one. That is a great idea. Shit. That's a good one. I was trying to think of like a Western that had like that would be really memorable from the 80s. I'm spacing out on one though. It's got to be some kind of Clint Eastwood thing or something like that. We have a Christmas film ready to go for by November. Staying ahead. Yeah, if that's the case, you are gonna need to stay ahead if you're not seeing that kind of movement on your, or that kind of analytics. Because people start listening to fucking Christmas music, dude, right after Halloween, pretty much. Psychopaths they are. I was trying to think of maybe not the 80s, but something, you know, older, westerny, you know. It's the one. Wait. I know the one. Wait, it punches a guy in the horse. Wait, what? Oh, Blazing Saddles. One day I'll finish it. It's kind of the worst work I did in a month. Yeah. I don't know how iconic that poster is. So getting closer and closer. Gotcha. See, I was thinking about Young Guns or like Tombstone, but I don't remember when those were. And I don't know how popular, again, I'm trying to think of like iconic movie posters, right? Maybe Fight Club, but what do you have? The bar of soap? Isn't the bar of soap like the most iconic image about, for Fight Club? I like the idea, but again, Fight Club was what, 98, 99? I was trying to think of something, again, like you said, like rockabilly, you know? Yeah, we just broke rule number 1. That's true. Too bad. Oh, what about dude, hear me out. Spinal Tap. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but I don't know, that might be a good one. Oh, Road Warrior, dude! Road Warrior. That is a good one. That's got the whole post-apocalyptic thing going on. That is a good one. Or Mad Max, either one of them. Neverending Story? Well, I think Styx is going to be turning them into NSFW. I'm fine with turning kids' things into NSFW stuff, but some people have issues with that. Kill Bill would be cool. It's pretty iconic. What about something even just like as silly as it sounds, like Star Wars or Indiana Jones? Like those have really iconic posters. Kill Bill would be pretty recognizable. But you're doing Pulp Fiction. How many Quentin Tarantino flicks are you gonna do? But not a shark. I'm down for that. All the Tarantino. They must have feet showing. There you go. Dust Till Dawn. Ooh, Dust Till Dawn. You could do some Rodriguez. The poster's pretty iconic. With Clooney holding the revolver. Just like iconic movies. Iconic movie to posters is what we're talking about. And like revamping them in like different styles. Terminator, that's a good one. That's true. Particularly, yeah, probably the first one's most iconic, even though the second one's probably more popular, the movie, but the poster is really iconic. Deep Throat. Right. That's like the 70s, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the first one definitely has the best poster, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of trying to think about posters that have like a lot of characters on them, you know, or something. That's why I was thinking like Breakfast Club's a good one because it's got a lot of people on it. It's an iconic poster. It's like ensemble cast movies too, you know. Ooh, Boogie Nights would be a good one, yeah. This just in, creative wants me to just draw naked people. Oh, seriously? Just naked people? No movie posters? Bummer. Okay. Bummer. I do, yeah. You said NSFWs. No, the client wants posters. Oh, okay, gotcha. How do you... Oh, are you saying NSFW including, like... When I hear that, I hear nude, okay? But I guess you could be just making really violent drawings. Like, you know. Magnificent Seven, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. The Magnificent 10. Yeah, kind of like turning what every movie poster into like a, God, what was it called? Full Metal? Or Heavy Metal? But, you know, stylized, of course. Gotcha, okay. There it is. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. I wish Silence of the Lambs wasn't just a face. I love that poster. It is, yeah. It's just her face with the moth painted on her lips, right? Or is it a physical moth? I don't remember. It's crazy the amount of shit I can just randomly think of all day long, but then as soon as I'm like, okay, put your mind to use and try and think of cool movie posters from the 80s, and your brain's just like, nah. Nice try. are not always useful. Size doesn't matter, but kind of. See, the wood tool, yeah, it covers more area, but it just doesn't take the clay off as easily. Nice. Because you're such a quality sander, I'm sure. Such clean walls, guys. Clean. Wax on, wax off. Applies to all. It does. It's true. What's up?
Hi.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait, hold on. I didn't know you were in here. Hold on 1 second, okay? Can you hear? Go ahead and say something.
Hi.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta mess with something. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Okay, now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, but I gotta change something else now. Hold on. Uh-oh. I can hear you. You're just super quiet. Hold on 1 second.
I'm like on my mic.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. Where are my options? Here we go. No, that's not it. Whoa. Oh my God, really? You can talk. I can hear you. Just I don't know how well anyone else is going to be able to hear you.
Break it.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's what I had to do. All right, hold on. You can? Okay, good. I still think Styx is probably still pretty quiet, so just give me a second here. Okay, go ahead and talk.
I mean, if you need, I can scream.
You don't have to scream. I just want to get your audio all right. I messed around with some settings, so.
Ah.
All right, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm just starting on my first piece.
Oh, you are starting it up? Awesome. Yeah, I started using this thing called, the fuck is this thing called again? It's called Voice Meter.
Oh, yeah.
And because I want to be able to, like, try and control my audio a little bit more than OBS allows.
Very important.
It is. It is very important. You haven't, did you stream it all this week? You didn't, did you?
I did not. Today Twitch was doing some funky things, so I decided instead of opening up that big bag of rage, I was gonna skip it for today and do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Rock on. What was Twitch doing today?
It was like kicking people out and like kicking them off stream, and stream was dropping bit rates, and it was a mess. People weren't able to see their chats and stuff like that, so
That's okay. Well, thankfully that's not happening for me, thank God.
yeah, it looks like it was fixed, which is good.
Cam, I'm looking right now. That is a creepy. It's a blob. It's Flubber. It's Flubber.
It's Flubber.
So you said you're starting the commissions right now?
Yeah, I'll be starting the commission now, which is I was supposed to have a sketch at least by today, but I ordered McDonald's instead, so I did not get it done by today.
How did ordering McDonald's slow you down?
I have executive dysfunction, so I can't do like multiple things at once. I have to focus on just one thing. So my focus was on Uber actually getting to my door, so I couldn't do the commission.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm with you. It's not actually creepy, Cam. It's because I know that you normally do creepy art, so I feel like there's a creepy intention behind it. It's supposed to be creepy. If you're saying it's not supposed to be creepy, I can see how it might be considered an innocent little critter. But I know you don't do innocent little critters, so I'm just saying it's probably creepy.
Probably
like, for example,
or something.
if you take that drawing and you assume that the character in that drawing is a bad character, it is creepy. If you assume it's a happy-go-lucky blob, then it's not. It's happy. How was your New Year?
It was really good. I didn't do anything, so that's my favorite thing to do. So it was good. What about yours?
It was the same. I did jack shit. I meant to stream actually on what is it, New Year's Eve, and then totally fucking got tied up with other shit. But I wanted to try and do a midnight stream. I wouldn't have made it. I would have passed out. I would have had to end stream. I'm not used to staying up late.
Me neither. I fall asleep by like 10.
Yeah, me too. Except the kicker was I fell asleep at 10 and then, or probably more like 9 for me. But then I got fucking woken up by all my neighbors shouting the countdown. So I woke up when they were counting down from 10. So once I kind of woke up, I was like, hey, I actually was awake for the new year. Like, yeah. This is like the first time in a very long time I would have been.
Yeah, I was awake for the new year as well, and I was mostly sitting on my couch watching Ink Master with my husband, and we waited until midnight, and then we went to bed.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, that's a tattoo competition show, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my current hyperfixation is tattoos. So, buckle up.
Yeah, how are you feeling? How's the hand feeling?
It's mostly done healing, so it's no longer as itchy as it was like 2 days ago. I wanted to rip my hand off. And but it is still really peely, so I have a ton of like skin and ink jerky. If anybody wants some, it's free. You can have it. And then there was one spot where the morning after I got it done, I was putting on my shirt and I scratched it. So there was like a big divot in one little spot that's like completely black. And I almost cried because I was like, no, the ink is going to fall out. And now I'm going to have a spot where there's no ink in one of the leaves. And luckily that didn't happen. And that piece fell off today and it's nice and saturated still. So we're all good.
Well, I mean, really, what worst case scenario, you'd have to go in and have them like touched up, right?
Yeah, and it was only like a very small little spot. It really wasn't like that big of a deal, but in my mind, the world was ending. It was over.
Right. Yeah, I didn't take care of my one tattoo I have at all. And it's all splotchy as shit. I should probably actually get it touched up at some point.
I have all of my fingers done. Some of them are splotchy, but not because I didn't take care of them, but because fingers are actually really, really hard to heal. So some of them are a little splotchy, but for the most part, they're there.
Yeah, see here, I knew that, but my problem too was that I wear gloves a lot. I work with my hands a lot. So on top of fingers in general just being, you know, difficult to heal, I should have been, I don't know, probably wearing more protective, like more band-aids or something. I don't know.
No, don't wear band-aids. You'll smother it. You're supposed to let it air out.
Yeah, but you're also supposed to keep it protected to some extent. When you're putting your hands inside like harsh chemicals all day long and getting scabs and stuff like that, you know, like there's, you know, my hands bash up against things all day long. So,
see, I don't. So I have the luxury of being able to just like not cover it and have it air out and heal out in the open air. So, because I don't really work with my hands super often other than drawing. So,
right.
I have that luxury.
Yeah, no, I literally, I think the next day, like, so I got my wedding ring tattoo on like a Friday, and then I was back to work on Monday. I'm pretty sure that day I was already like, you know how it is when you get like a tattoo, like it's pretty sensitive for a while. So you're very aware when you like smack it up against something or like it rubs up against something. Oh, and I'm a hands in pocket guy too. When you're like sitting and talking or you're standing, I'll put my hands in my pocket. So it's just rubbing up against pockets and all that bullshit all day long. So
yeah, same for me. My hands are always like in my pockets or something. And I had to be hyper aware not to. And on top of that, I do tend to sleep like with my hand underneath my head. So, same. And that like my left hand specifically. So I had to be careful not to do that. So.
Yeah, mine's actually I don't really stick my hand underneath my head so much as under my pillow, but at that point it's just as bad. But yeah.
Yeah. I'll be getting a bat across the front and sides of my neck next.
A bat?
Yeah, a bat. Like a big bat. Like Ozzy Osbourne bat.
It's pretty fucking cool. Just a bat, or is it going to be like interlaced with other like designs?
Nope, it's just going to be the bat. Just because that area is already super sensitive, and so I'm already like basically just like shitting pant because it is a really sensitive area. So it's just going to be the bat.
Well, more power to you. It sounds like even with just the bat, it's a large enough piece, right? You said it's what, collarbone kind of, or just around the neck?
Front of the neck, so like throat, and then all the way around to, at the very least, my ears.
Yeah, that'll be a big one. What is that your? What is your biggest tattoo? Is the one on your hand right now your biggest one, or do you have other like big tattoos?
The one on my right thigh is my biggest one. It goes from the very like bottom of my hip all the way down to almost my knee. So that is my biggest one.
How long of a sit was that?
Probably about 8 hours.
One session or no?
Yeah, it was just one session, like one 8-hour session. I sat through the whole thing because it's my leg, so it didn't hurt as much, so I could do that. But if it was like my hands for an 8-hour session, I would not have been able to do that. There's no freaking way.
Okay. Yeah, I think my ring was like 10, 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the pain is one thing. I think just getting me to want to sit for fucking hours on end would be, I can barely do it for streaming. That's
yeah,
why
oh my
don't
God,
do long
yeah.
streams, you know?
God, yeah. Sitting for long periods of time is torture enough. Sitting through long periods of time where there's basically like a needle scraping against your skin is way worse.
Yeah. I've always wanted more tattoos, and I know I could get a bunch of really cool ones for free right now, and I just can't ever decide on what I want.
My favorite is the, what does it mean? That's my favorite.
Yeah, well, so I know that, like, a lot of people, you know, just being an artist, you generally are friends with people, tons of people that have, that are, you know, tatted up, and they got their tat stories and stuff. And it seems like after your first couple, you just kind of give up, and you're just like, fuck it, my body's a canvas, and I'm filling it. Like, there's a level of addiction. I don't know if the addiction might be too strong of a word, but that you just want to keep getting tats, and the quote-unquote meaning might have been important for the first one or two maybe, but after that you're just like, that's cool art, that's cool art, I like that art, let's do this art, you know. And it just gets like just covering every square inch given the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I have both my hands, all of my knuckles, and then my left hip and my right thigh, and I can't tell you what a single one of them mean, because they don't mean anything. Except for the ones on my left knuckles. Those ones actually mean something. But other than that, they don't mean nothing. I don't have a single tattoo with a meaning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's part of it for me, is I don't think I could get a tattoo that doesn't have some substantial meaning to me. Well, bear in mind, it's the motivation. Like, you know how we just talked about, like, sitting for hours?
Yep.
Like, I need that meaning, okay? Because if I don't have it, it's not going to motivate me to... I won't have any motivation to stay there.
For me, personally, the meaning is the tattoo. Because I love art, and I love having it on my skin.
Right. I think that's, I mean, if you boil it down, I think that's a lot of people's. So like I said, especially once you go down the tattoo road, it's just, I liked this piece of art. It's no different. It's kind of then like saying, I could see how the meaning question would get annoying, because it's like, it'd be like saying, what's the meaning behind you having this piece of wall art in your house?
Exactly.
Most people, you could probably say, oh, well, this piece really spoke to me in this way or that way. But a lot of people end up just getting art that they like. Maybe they don't even really explore the emotion behind why they got it. They just like it, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I have too many friends that just went down the I'm addicted to tattoos road.
Yeah. See,
And
I play this game with like older audiences who ask me what they mean. I try to say the most outlandish shit to see what they believe. Like I get crazier and crazier every single time they ask me, and I
With
just
the
wait
meaning?
for them to call me out on it.
that could lead to some entertaining things. Plus, here's the thing. I notice online one of the most cliche, like, needy dude things to say to chicks is like, "Oh, I love your tattoos. Like, what do they mean, man?" And it's like, here's what I'm pissed about: is it ruins it for the rest of us that are actually authentically interested in the art to be the like the creepy dude hitting on chicks by asking what their tattoos mean. Is because when I ask it, I'm really asking. There's no like, there's like, I'm like, okay, what, like, there's this one. The reason I found it out was because there was this one chick I was talking to. This is a couple years. Oh my god, I'm old. This is quite a few years ago. Okay.
Back in the olden days.
She had a fucking Sigourney Weaver from Aliens tattoo on her leg.
Fuck yeah.
And it took up most of her thigh, and it was a really great portrait. It looked, you know, those like photorealistic tattoos, right?
Yep.
And she was a cam. I talk to cam models all the fucking time. It's part of my day to day, like as far as promotion and whatnot. And I started talking about it, and she kind of blew me off at first. And I was like, "Well, what the fuck? I'm just a nerd here. I like aliens, okay?" And we started talking, and she's like, "Yeah, dude, people just end up asking me all the time about my tats." And I was like, "Okay, like, I don't know if it's an easy in, if people think that's just like an easy in to get to talk to people or whatever."
Oh god, yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't really give a shit about any of her other tattoos. Like, I did not give two fucks about them. But that one just was really cool to me.
Yeah. That sounds like such a rad tattoo. Oh my god, I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, it's literally it was like a 3/4 of Sigourney Weaver from the original Alien when she was wearing. There's a point towards the end where she's wearing the space helmet, so they even caught the like reflection of the dome. You know what I mean? That would be covering her face. It was really fucking cool.
See, I've had people with my thigh piece, because my thigh piece is quite big, and it's a fantastic piece. I've had people actually like stop me in the street and say like, "Can I take a selfie with your tattoo?" Which is basically saying, "Can I take a selfie with the side of
with
your
your
leg and your
thigh."
ass?" So it's like, no, but thank you.
Really questions material design. Yeah, I've been waiting for Lagged Out. He's been busy with holidays and shit like that, but we do need to we need to jump on a Discord call and talk about the project for sure. I know I was supposed to send you things Lagged Out, but I suck and have a shitty memory. Don't take it personally. But yeah, no, I don't. That's a little weird. You don't need. I can't imagine a dude getting that request. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what's bullshit. It'd be a little bit different if random dudes are walking around. I'm sure some guys do. Don't get me wrong. Maybe you really have like a badass back tattoo or something. You know, but it's got to be out of this world. And then you have to put the person that's coming up and asking you for that like selfie opportunity to probably be a pretty strange individual, because it's not socially acceptable to just walk up to dudes and ask that. And yet it somehow has become, it's like the idea of like when chicks are pregnant and people walk up and just like touch your fucking stomach.
Oh, dude,
like
I've
what the fuck is
fingers.
that shit?
Yeah, I've almost broken fingers because of that shit.
That is really weird to me. I can't even, like, from both perspectives, I think it's weird. Like, I don't want to touch other people. There's nothing. And here's the thing. I like textures, okay? I like feeling things that have cool textures. I'm a very tactile person. And I hate touching people. So it's like, I don't get it from either perspective. Why do you need to touch someone's stomach?
Right.
At all. It weirds me out.
See, I always joke with my husband because he has like a full sleeve. He has both of his hands done, all the way down to like his second knuckle on his fingers. So he's covered. And every time we go to Starbucks, for some reason, the barista's like, "Oh my god, I love your tattoos. They're amazing. They're great." Blah blah blah. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so I don't have any tattoos, so it's fine. That's great. And it's only like, him.
No, yeah, tattoos should like. But I think it also plays into that part I was talking about. There might be some aspect, which is that, again, I hate to use the word, but into fascination, I think. But even then, I don't think it's strong. Addiction is too strong, fascination's too weak. It's somewhere in the middle, okay?
Like an obsession, almost.
Yeah, exactly. With tattoos, it's like if you are a tattoo person and you see another tattooed person, you guys get to, like, creepily bond over your sadomasochist artistic endeavors.
It's like a cult at this point.
Yeah. So I'm sure there is some good intention there, just in as far as like, oh, another person. But nowadays tattoos are everywhere too. It's not that rare to see people with tattoos. I feel like back in the day there was more value to that, where it's like, you know, the only people who had tattoos were, you know, prison inmates and bikers.
And yeah, like Navy men or something.
Yeah, exactly.
See, oh crap, I lost my train of thought. Hold on, I'll get it back. That's what I was thinking. So my favorite about, like, because I used to work in a tattoo parlor, and like older crowd would come in quite often, and everybody has a tattoo story. Like, even I have a tattoo story, and I always loved listening to people's tattoo stories because everybody has a crazy one, and like, just out there crazy tattoo stories. And even the artists have like the weirdest clients that they've ever had, like, just
for sure,
bonkers stories. And I love listening to those are my favorite thing to listen to because they're nuts. Like, they're genuinely insane stories and they're great. I love them.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, think about it. The types of people generally that get tattoos, I don't want to talk too broadly, but you know what? Fuck it, I will. The types of people who get tattoos in general, you're already selecting. You're already selecting for a pretty odd group of people, right?
Yeah.
So you get and people who decide to be tattoo artists, come on, they're kind of weirdos too, right? So
right,
you're just selecting for mayhem, you know, like to ensue. But yeah, no, my buddy who owns a tattoo shop in Chicago and San Diego, yeah, he's not even a tattoo artist. He's a piercer, but he runs two tattoo shops, and he's shared many great stories with me, and they're pretty weird.
Yeah, I have some phenomenal stories from when I worked in the shop. Phenomenal. Like, I only worked there for a few months, but the people who came in, top tier weirdos. I loved it.
From when you were, how long did you work there? Just a couple of years?
I started when I turned 18, so that was in December, and then I think by the time probably May is when I had like left that job.
Oh, so you didn't work there, that wasn't that long.
No, it wasn't super long, because after that I went to the military.
That's right.
But the stories from just working in the shop for that small little period of time are amazing. I will, like, probably some of my favorite months of my life were spent in that shop.
Sounds like you got to go work at a tattoo shop again.
I know, I really do. I had the opportunity a few years ago, but I passed it up for a different career position that I regretted immediately.
It happens, man. It happens. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I don't know. I'd probably be more interested in, like, being the piercing guy. I don't know. I like piercings a lot more.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about them is they don't agree with me. I can't really heal piercings very easily for some reason. My upper lip I had to take out because it just wouldn't heal.
Really?
Yeah, the left side kept getting inflamed and just painful, and I had to keep changing out the ring because the ring that I had wanted to wear wasn't like compatible with it, and so I had to keep putting back in the piercing ring, which was way too long. So I just had nothing but problems with it, so I just took them out.
Yeah, I took my nipple piercings out after 10 years. They never healed, but that's really common with nipple piercings, is that they won't heal.
Yeah.
Other ones like your lip piercings and stuff, those should generally actually mouth piercings in general, from my experience and just talking to people, usually heal pretty quickly.
I had my tongue pierced 3 times, and all 3 times it did really well. Just the final time I took it out, I was like, nah, never again.
Yeah, no, I've had many piercings. I don't have as many today as I used to have. Still have the holes on a lot of them. Like my ears are still technically, I could put earrings in them. I just don't. But yeah, no, piercings, they're fast. Okay. Much cheaper than tattoos. Just throwing that out there. And if you don't like them, you can take them out.
Yeah, but like tattoos are like, they're there and I can see them, and they're not going to be inflamed when I wake up tomorrow. And
well, piercings aren't supposed to be, okay?
Well, that's mine were.
That's not the common thing with piercings, so.
Well, mine were.
Most. I don't know.
I hate, like, this may sound really weird. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really hate the feeling of getting pierced. Like, I'll sit under a tattoo needle all day, but the moment you present me with something that's gonna punch a hole through, like, a part of me, I'm an immediate crybaby. I don't like it. The pain is the reason why I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I have that. I have one of those piercings too, legged out. Like I said, I went down the piercing route. Okay, that's what I did, and for a while there, when I still have that one. Like I said, I still have my nose ring, obviously. My earrings are still pierced, but the nipple ring. I had my lip pierced twice in the same spot. And I got tired of dealing with it. My tongue pierced. That's one I would never do it again. No, I got the Prince Albert one, not the Jacob Slider. But I would never do my tongue one again because I hate it. Healed quickly, but I hated the healing process, even though it was, say, I think like a week maybe was the worst of it. My buddy got it done at the same time. He had very little issues. Like, he was eating pizza that night. I was slurping on fucking like liquid food for like a week. And here's the other thing. I also this is the one thing I don't think most people think about, is that you bite it occasionally.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
And have you had your tongue pierced?
I've had it pierced 3 times.
So yeah, I don't. That feeling of biting down on your tongue piercing is like, even just thinking about it is kind of like nails on a chalkboard for me.
I'll do you one better. So I used to wear like metal bars, but acrylic balls on mine, and they would get really dirty really quick. But the kicker is, sometimes I would bite down on them and they would break, but I had to play that game where it's like, is it my tooth or is it the ball?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, no, yeah. I'm actually very lucky to have not cracked my teeth. One time, I can remember one time I thought I did. It hurt. Luckily, from what I could tell, my teeth held up, but you should offer pierced RCs. We do, technically. I mean, if people ask for it, we'll do it. But the dolls get pierced too. We do the whole 9 yards. It's not extremely popular, but it is something we do.
You should get into the market of selling like practice pieces for piercers.
You know, I did that for that guy, that buddy of mine. We talked about it, and the thing is, they don't want to pay a lot of money for them, and so the only thing we could offer that isn't already available are like super realistic ones. But the problem is, to do the super realistic ones, you'd have to charge a lot for them. The people that are interested in like practice piercing stuff, they don't give a shit. Have you ever seen like the fake tattoo skin you can buy to like practice on and all that?
Yeah.
It's not realistic. It's not at all. Like he
No.
gave me a bunch of it to mess around with, and I was just like, dude, this is really fucking hard. Skin is not this hard, you know.
Right.
And so when we talked about, I was gonna give him a bunch for free. He got some stuff. Like I gave him some face pieces and stuff that he has up at his shop, but ultimately, it's just one of those things where you could make them as like little kitschy things, but most people would not buy them in any serious fashion. I don't know. When I convinced so I had like a piercing buddy. We always went and got piercings together. So when I got my Prince Albert, the reason I had to convince my buddy to go with me, he went and got, I forget what it's called, but he got the area between the fucking ball sack and the dick. He got that pierced. And it took a lot of convincing. We talked about it for probably 3 months. And I think I just kept saying, I'm like, how much do you know about yourself? You've never had your dick pierced. Like, you know, and that's where it went. It's kind of like tattoos too. Like when you get done with a tattoo, you're like, the level of like tactile, sensory trauma you went through gives you this crazy exhilaration for a little bit afterwards.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
So.
I've had my, well, I haven't had my fair share of piercings, but I've had quite a few, and like the feeling after they're done and you look at them in the mirror. Like I've had, my nose was my first ever piercing, and that hurt like a lot because it's through the nose. So after it was done and I got to look in the mirror, I felt amazing. I was like, this is absolutely amazing. I love this so much. And it's the same thing with tattoos. You look at them, and as soon as you're done with them, and like there's the relief of being done with them, and you get to look at it and it's finished. You're like, oh, this is amazing, and you feel great.
I'll have to trust you on that one.
Take my word for it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they hurt. Like my knuckles and like the very side where my palm is almost hurt so bad. Bad. The rest was all right though.
Yeah, no, my ring is the only tattoo I had, and again, 10-15 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Piercings are fast. It's a ton of pain really quickly. So do you think your Prince Albert looks... of course I think I like all my piercings look amazing, okay? Yeah, I wouldn't have still... Well, not true. Happy I got rid of the nipple ones. That was dumb. I don't know why I did that. I think it was literally just, again, how much can I know about myself if I haven't done this? But I did, that's what it was. I was at the gym, and I dropped a fucking weight on my chest while I was doing, it's not a bench press. Like a bench press, but if you're using dumbbells. I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
anyways.
it's still technically a bench press. Yeah.
And I lost footing and dropped. It was it wasn't a full drop. Like I still had some energy that I was lifting with, but it was a 40-pound dumbbell, and it fucking, like, I was scared. Like I thought I broke a rib or something like that. So I went in and had to get x-rayed, and to get x-rayed, they're like, you have to take your nipple piercings out. And I had had them for 10 years probably at that time, and I had never taken them out, not once. Never done it. And they had always never like really healed. You know what I'm talking about? Like not necessarily like inflammation, but like sore all the time, doing the creepy, weird, crusty thing that it does.
Yep.
And I was just like, and so the nurse walked out, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm not putting these back in. So I literally just like popped the captive ring, pulled them out, and since that day haven't had them back in. And dude, getting your nipples pierced feels like several, I want to say days, could have been the better part of a week. It basically feels like someone's holding up a goddamn big lighter underneath your nipples.
Really?
It's just burning. Yeah, it's like a burning sensation.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it's shitty.
Yeah, that's like the laser hair removal that I've had. It feels like somebody is touching a lit match to my skin like over and over and over again. It hurts so bad.
Yeah, that's no bueno. Yeah, when I was at that age, I was just looking for stories legged out. I was just like, I want to have some crazy stories. And so, yeah. It was that. It was a crazy story. I screamed like a something that screamed really terribly. It was really bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll take your word for it.
When they did my nipples, it was my piercer and his assistant. They did them both at the same time.
I'll tattoo them, but nah.
Yeah, he literally was like, his assistant came on the other side of me. They put the little pincers or whatever they're called on my nipples, and they're like, "You ready?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And bam, they did it before I even answered. Oh man. Yeah, they did. I'm happy they did, because I think if I had gotten one done, I wouldn't have done the other one.
Oh, for sure. Just the one, you're like, I'm good. Pass.
Yep. But I've also, okay, so I think another part of it for me personally is this, and this is like, I'm not trying to like, it's not a bragging, actually. I feel quite differently than bragging about it, but I've never had any like severe, at least yet, knock on wood, any severe like medical trauma. Like some kids might break their leg when they're younger, or, you know, experience like, I mean, my first cavity was when I was 26. Like, so I never had like, never to be put under, never had any major medical problems. So here I am sitting at like 18, 19, 20 years old. And I'm just like, I guess I have to self-inflict pain because I haven't had to deal with it otherwise. Maybe if I do this, the gods will see fit to make sure that, he's like, okay, well, fate won't have me break a leg because, well, you got your dick pierced, I was trying to, right. I was paying it forward. Okay.
You were building credit is what you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Lo and behold, hit, what is it, age 29, and I like dislocate my kneecap. So,
Oh, no, I knew.
Actually, that happened at the gym too. I'm staying the fuck away from gyms. That's what's happening from here on out.
It just sounds to me like just don't go near the gym anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, no, that is really common. You see a lot of people with only one nipple piercing. That is true. It's because they get the one done and they're like, fuck this.
See, I've had medical trauma, so I didn't build up enough credit, apparently. I've also had surgery as well, so yeah, no, I didn't build up the credit.
I haven't had any surgeries yet. Well, the most I've had, like I said, around, I think it was 26 or something, 27 maybe, is when I started having like teeth problems. So I've had a few cavities. I had my, I still have 2 of my wisdom teeth. I didn't want to give those fuckers up. But even then, getting my wisdom teeth pulled, I refused to be put under. I was like, you're going to just numb me up and do it up, homie.
That's what they did for me as well.
Yeah, but like everyone else I know was all put under and shit.
Not me. I wasn't even offered.
Apparently, if you have all your wisdom teeth, something to keep in mind for those of you who do, anyone who's watching now or later, okay? You have, I don't remember what chance, but it is a significantly increased chance that you will never be knocked out from a punch. I don't know if anyone knows that. But apparently, if you have your wisdom teeth and you're able to, like, The whole point of when you get knocked out is how it creates whiplash in your brain. I believe the story is that your brain actually will like tap the inside of your skull. That's what can cause a knockout. But if you have all your wisdom teeth, it's an extra step that allows your jaw to be lined up with your maxilla, so the top of your mouth, and it can decrease the whiplash that happens when you get socked in the face. So if you have your wisdom teeth, hold on to them. You never know when you might need them.
You never know when you're going to get punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, some people need that advice a lot more than others, just saying. So, Styx, what's your estimates for 2023? You think it's going to be better in 2022?
It can't be any worse. I mean...
Well, I don't know if I'd say
that's
that.
My viewpoint. I mean, it can be. It really can be. But it could... I don't think it's going to be anything different. I think it's going to have its ups and downs like every other year does. I don't think it's going to be like my year. I think it's just going to be... It's just going to be another year.
Gotcha. I don't know. I think 2023 is going to hold some changes in it. I don't know. I'm not saying personally. I think just in general, with all the shit that's going on.
Oh yeah.
It's going to hold some interesting times. I'm hoping for at least bare minimum interest or maximum interesting, and I hope we don't roll over into like true insanity.
Yeah, like I just don't want another 2020. I don't. I can't take it.
So wait, you're good for another 2022, just not another 2020.
Yeah, 2022 wasn't bad. 2022 was okay. It was good to me. Not another 2020 though. I can't do it.
Yeah, 2020. Actually, minus all the COVID, I would be down for another 20. That was actually a good year for me.
It was okay because like 2020 was the year that a lot of stuff happened for me. Like my youngest was born that year, and
Okay.
so it was definitely an interesting year to say the least. But would I do it again? Probably not.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm hoping, yeah, good things for 20. I want to get out of this. I want to really, really want to get out of wintertime already. This whole getting dark shit so fucking early. I'm over it. You guys are still experiencing like stupid, crazy, bad weather and will for like the next few months, right?
This week's actually supposed to be pretty mild. It's not going to be that bad, thankfully. And the only thing we got was hit with like a cold snap, but nothing crazy, really.
Cold snap is just like
it's just really cold.
Oh, okay. Apparently the whole East Coast got hit pretty bad. Midwest and East Coast got really hit with a big storm. Was it last week or whatever? Because you still have family, right, on the East Coast?
Yes, in upstate New York.
Yeah. Hey, that D&D campaign that you've been doing every Friday, how long has that campaign been going on?
Fucking forever at this rate, honestly. It was supposed to be until November, and we're still in the campaign. We're like, I think we're like halfway through it.
And this is all remote, right? Like you guys are doing it like through Discord and shit?
Yeah, it's all remote and virtual tabletop through Fantasy Grounds, which is basically just like you can play D&D on it. And it's a really cool program. Sometimes it takes it's got a little bit of a learning curve, but it's really cool to be able to play remotely because I am not exactly what you would call a social butterfly. So
Could you?
it's
Are
nice.
they? Are you playing with people that you could technically play in person with? Like you live close enough to them to do so?
No,
Okay.
most of them are on the East Coast, so
Okay.
not at all.
How long do your guys' games usually go for?
We start at like 6:30 my time, and usually we try to end around like 10:30, so a couple hours, about 4 hours. I'm trying to figure out this pose.
You said you ended up getting some word of mouth clients from this person, right? Or from this current client?
I did indeed. It's the best currency.
Hopefully that keeps going.
Yeah, because they literally like last night dropped this on me. They were like, "Hey, I need 10 pieces done for my next merch line." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Ooh, what's the idea?" So they pitched me the idea, and I was like, "That's amazing. I love that. We're doing that." I was like, "Absolutely, we can do that." Not that I'm particularly good at bodies, but I can get good.
Oh, so you don't get to do like skeletons at all? Like NSFW skeletons?
Yeah, unfortunately not, because I would have.
Start with some good reference, you'll be good. You said you're working on the, are you working on that first one you were talking about, the first idea?
Yeah, the weird science one.
Yeah.
That'll be the first one. I'm just trying to find a good reference for the pose in the poster. There's not a whole lot. Yeah, I could just also just use the poster. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
The weird science poster is already kind of like an illustrated poster. It's not a picture, right? It's like a painting.
Yeah, it's like it depends on the poster, because there's one poster where she's kind of like leaning forward, and then there's the two characters side by side, and then there's another one where it's literally like just her, and she's just kind of like standing there. That's the one that I might use, is the one that she's just kind of standing there.
Okay. That's what it says to me. Yeah, I think no matter how shitty this movie we're starting to work on ends up being, I think I'm going to say fuck it and try and put it into some film festivals one way or the other. So I guess that is one exciting thing about 2023.
Do it up.
It's like nothing. It costs almost nothing to do. It's like, I'm sorry, I've seen some really shitty movies in at film festivals before.
That's true, yeah. I've seen some really, really bad ones.
Bring mic closer. Really? Okay, there. I can also just turn the mic up. I can do that. I can do, look, the power. The power. Mic should bring itself closer, okay?
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. Cool. How long were you yelling at me in Discord before you text or typed in chat?
I only said like 2 things. I said hi, and then you didn't say anything. And then I was like, all right. And then I said hello again, and then you didn't say anything. So, and then I went to chat. I was like, can you not hear me?
Yeah, I spent about an hour or two before stream fucking around with that stupid new voice thing. And I didn't get it completely figured out. So I had to run Discord in with the music. So when you were talking, I just kind of heard little echoes. Okay, guys. So we got these ones pretty much ready to do the second thing too. Tomorrow we'll probably end up working on the other molds. Add 2 more to get to this stage. And then... oh my god, we still have 4. Okay. I'm piecing together the stuff I need for leather, so if they offer enough for the gimbal, I'm gonna get... You don't have to sell your gimbal, dude. I figured we'd still want to have that Discord chat before you went and bought a bunch of shit. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I hardly use it. Yeah, here's what's gonna happen. You get rid of your gimbal, then you're gonna wish you had the fucking gimbal. That's how it works. Murphy's fucking law. All right, Sticks. I gotta bounce for the evening, so I will catch up with you later.
Sounds good.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I greatly appreciated it. If you haven't gone and joined the Discord, go do it. Go join the Discord. Do it. Go run over there. Do it right now, okay? If you're watching this in the future on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. It greatly helps me so I can keep doing more YouTube stuff. So, awesome. Thank you very much, Legged Out. I appreciate that. Everyone have a great evening, and I will catch up with you later. Peace.